Well, guys, I still working on my truck light situation. Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do is take the lid off, and right down there, I'm going to, not going to focus, is it? I'm going to pry right in there and get that hinge to come loose. See, it's just kind of trapped a little peg in there. Okay, on with more. Next thing I'm gonna do is take both my negatives off. That one and that one, before I start taking that fuse panel apart. Okay, so my next job here is to pull all these fuses, at least the ones on this side, so I can take this little red skirt off and see if that exposes enough underneath there. Maybe the short's just right there, and if not, I'm gonna have to take the next layer off. There's 3 layers of that box. It's this inside piece in here, this piece here, and there's one down below it. So let's go as little as we can, see if we find it. By the way, I just checked. I unplugged my tail lights at the back of the truck and still have a dead short up here. So at least we know it's not back there. I don't think so. That's one. Okay, so what we've got are there these clips on the top, and there are clips a little lower down here. Those are the ones I'm going after. There's 4 of them. I'm gonna pull them open and put a screwdriver in them, in 3 of them, to hold them open as I work around it. Because you gotta be able to hold them all open at the same time. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm using these screwdrivers to poke down and get all the way around the little nub, and then I can leave them in there as I grab it with my hand, the casing here, and pull it up. That's the plan. Okay, so I've got the clips released right down there, but this is still not moving to come up, barely at all. So I'm working on this end to get this piece up, and it's starting to move. So it's got a clip on the top. Oh man, sorry about that, but see, there's a clip on the top. Got that unclipped, and I'm able to, I've got it pulled up about an inch now. I'm working on it, try to get that out of the way. I think that's where the power's coming in. Okay, so I was able to get that little booger off. It's got these little catches on the end to keep it from sliding all the way off. So I had to get a little hook tool in there and pry those open a little bit to get it off. But you can see that's where the power's coming in. So I'm gonna disconnect that down there and see if I start coming loose. See if I can look around if there's any other fasteners or anything. Okay, so maybe I'm going up the wrong tree here, because once I got that cover off, I can see these mounting bolts. So, see if it'll focus there. Nope. Anyway, there's 2 on this side, 1 on the other side. So I'm gonna pull that bracket off and see what I get like that. Okay, so I'm pulling those mounting bolts off, and I just wanted to point this out, but you see my bolt is stuck in there really good. I do that because there's gravel. If I drop it, man, it is hard to find. And how that's working is I've got 2 of those little magnets from Harbor Freight in my socket. And those little boogers, they're rare earth magnets, and they're strong. You can get them at any hardware store. Even Walmart has them. But man, you get that in there and you got something. It helps a whole lot. Oh, the other magnets got it. You still got to be careful not to drop it, but man, you got a whole lot better chance at keeping it. Well, this is where we are. Ends up, let's see here. It ends up, these are the clips that you want to remove. Pull those back away, and then the body will come up after you get that big old wire off of it, and then we'll see the goodies underneath it. I don't know where the camera is. There it is. And we'll see all the goodies, and I don't see anything just right off the bat. Okay, so some of you guys probably at this point want to know, well, why do you jump right to the fuse box? And I didn't really, because what I did was I was looking for shorts everywhere, and I can't really find any visible sign anywhere. I unplugged the wires that go to the trailer lights, and I still had the short. And besides that, there was more than just that one fuse that was dead on both sides. The fuse that does the OBD reader, the reader port, it was dead, and that's the one that's got the cigarette lighter on it. That was dead. And I had some random fuses that were blown that had nothing to do with the lights. So putting all that together, I figure there's somewhere a bunch of wires that have been chewed by a mouse while we were gone. And that's what I'm looking for. I figured that'd be a good place to start underneath there. Well, I did a lot of testing on that truck, and I did find the problem. And I'm going to go ahead and take you through all the testing and let you see how I figured it out and what it ended up being. So I got more videos on that coming up.